Friendships can be some of the most rewarding and important relationships in a person's life. Good friends are there for us when things are difficult and share our joys and successes. They can be especially important if you are going through a difficult time with your family, to offer you the kind of support that your family does not. And you, on the other hand, should be intentional about being the kind of friend that your friends can count on as well. However, as a friend, it is imperative to bear in mind that you have the power to control how much you give or take in a friendship. It is important to understand the difference between meeting the needs of your friends and when you are being taken advantage of. If you have ever harbored bitterness or resentment towards a friend or feel trapped in a needy friendship, you probably played a role in blurring the boundaries. So when do you need to take a step back in a friendship that is starting to become unhealthy? There is no specific answer to this question, as we all have different thresholds for giving and limits to what we can take in friendships. I strongly believe that when we create good boundaries, they can go a long way to positively impact the longevity and life of our friendships, and they also help us to know when to limit or completely stop interactions with a friend who has repeatedly crossed those boundaries in order to protect our identity and personal space. Here are a few tips to consider if you want to set and maintain boundaries in friendship. Start by reflecting on your past relationships. Identify situations where you felt uncomfortable or drained and consider what boundaries were crossed or absent. This will be your guide to understanding what your boundaries are. And then you go ahead to communicate these boundaries clearly and directly. Be firm and specific, but kind. Clearly state what you need or don't need and avoid vague or passive language. Maintain a respectful tone while upholding your boundaries. Respect your friends' boundaries too. Reciprocity is key to healthy friendships. Yeah, it's good to be good, but when you are intentional about a relationship, there is a certain level of expectations that you have, and when those expectations are not met, it is very normal to feel a certain type of way. Practice saying no. It is okay to decline requests that don't align with your needs or capacity. If you're able to do things together all the time with your friend, fair enough, but if you can't, you can't. From time to time, revisit and adjust boundaries as needed. Friendships evolve, so be open to reassessing those boundaries over time. When all these are said and done, if your friend consistently disregards your boundaries or refuses to respect your needs, it may be time to reevaluate the relationship. It may be time to consider the long-term health of the friendship and do the needful.